Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to actually show you what's in my pantry. Okay.
There.
Hi, honey. I know we're back. Okay. Sorry. I just wanted to quickly go back on that conversation because so many people, when they hear you say pasta, they freak out. Like, honestly, when you say I eat pasta, people are like, where does it go? Carbs are completely fine for people. Carbs is not the enemy, people. I just want to put it out there for you. I'm going to show you our cupboard full of, yes, pasta.
Yay!
I'm
obsessed with pasta.
Yeah, for sure. You can have it so many ways. I think it's also because I'm a huge noodle person. So anything in the noodle world or the noodle form, I'm just all for. So we have something that was really good that we got is pink salmon as well. So you can get, you can put this in your pastas as well. And it has it in water. So it's really nice to eat fresh too. It's really yummy.
Ask what is the enemy? I think the enemy is alcohol and sugar in over-consuming both. I still go out with my girlfriends and have champagne or wine. But if I'm on a date with a boy, I usually do whiskey neat or tequila neat. I know lots of pasta.
I found the cookie cabinet.
That's good. Cookies are the best thing in the world.
The snack cabinet. So rice crackers. I love rice crackers.
Yeah,
all kinds of crackers. Nuts, more matcha, a bunch of vitamins. I do go to the Japanese store and I get myself some of these.
Those are so good.
And then of course, top cabinet, more pasta, rice. It's really important to have all kinds of carbs. I just made potatoes and stuff for lunch. So it's potatoes and fish and stuff. That one's Henry's portion. He didn't eat yet.
You're also half Italian, so that is part of your too, is loving anything that's part of where you're from, which is why I always advocate for people to look at where you come from, because you'll find love. Oh my God. Like my mom. Oh yeah, we went to Costco today and we found out that they have a Japanese poke now.
Oh yeah, and I love the seasonal ones. Yes, I absolutely eat rice. For myself, I need to have, it's weird, like I know, like we were talking about gut health earlier, I have to eat carbs. If I don't eat carbs, I get dizzy and I will like not pass out, but I have to like take a moment if I don't have carbs in my body. So I really cannot, and I think it's also something to do with modeling for a long time. Like my body has been in a state of flux for so long, in the sense that I have held myself back from eating all kinds of, like the whole rainbow of food for a long time. So when I don't give it some important nutrient, be that carbs or protein or any kind of vitamins, it just kind of goes like, starts to like freak out.
I totally do. The same on this side of the world. I was fit and print modeling out in the US in North America. And I felt like I deprived myself of eating amazing food. And because when I both come from Europe and Asia, it's important for us to celebrate where we come from is really who we are. And we should never, ever, ever like not eat just because people are like, oh, carbs are the devil. Ugh.
For sure, for sure. I mean, everything, everything in moderation, in the sense that you shouldn't eat a whole pack of rice, just like you shouldn't eat a whole pack of chips. Like, I don't know where the portioning came from. Like, portioning from companies, I don't think you should be trusting someone else with how much you should eat. So one pack doesn't mean that you should finish the whole pack. But if you do, and if you're really hungry, I mean, go for it. But the problem is that, and I think it's important now with the restaurants being closed, is that we're now having to portion our own foods and we're having to cook for ourselves. So it's really interesting in the sense that all of a sudden the power is in our hands. And we're also seeing that the companies and what they're selling to us, or what they're telling us is healthy, what they're telling us is good for us, is not. Like, people are sick. People are legitimately sick. And it's not okay to just keep going as we usually do. You need to kind of see what is shifting, especially in your own health or in your own environment, and be able to change and be able to shift along with that. And I think, Candace, we can talk about this a little bit more in the future, but that's going to be really key for everybody who is, you know, going to be changing jobs, getting new jobs, doing different things as a result of this health crisis. There's going to be so many of us who are, sorry, it's just planes. There's going to be so many of us who are just not able to live as per usual. And I think people are already seeing that. And as we mentioned before, all the job loss, homelessness, all these kind of things, we need to be there for each other. But at the same time, we need to really be there for ourselves. So for everyone that's in their home right now, it's important for you to stay home and listen to yourself and listen to what's going on. Anything that's uncomfortable, that's normal. That's completely okay to be feeling unsettled, stressed out. Like, these are the things that we haven't been listening to for a long time. So the fact that it's coming up now, just journal, like stay put, listen to those uncomfortable feelings and why they're coming up for you. And because these are going to be key to listening to those for your future, whether that be, okay, now I need to change jobs, but you already knew that in your heart if you were listening, right? You already knew that your situation was going to have to change if you had listened to it. And it's very personal. So even for myself, having to figure out what I'm going to do with my company, how things going to change, how am I going to be there for other people, what message am I going to be putting across to help support people and be kind to others, because people are going to really need it. Like, I think it's important for whoever's in their home to really be tuning in and not being, you know, not being unkind. You know, it's really important.
I agree 1,000%. I would say there, in the morning, if this makes you feel better too, I have a practice that you guys may really enjoy. So before I check my phone, or before I like go on Instagram, or before I start my day, I make sure to do 2 things for a charity. So I work with wellness in the schools and health, and they both help young children to get better food right now that are poor or that only got their meals from school. So if you do 2 things for somebody else in the morning before you do something for yourself, it could be as simple as writing a friend a message that says, I love you, I'm thinking about you. Or you could even write, you know, out your intentions for the day, but do something really positive, 2 little things every morning. And if you want ideas, like Liv and I can also write stuff like that out. But yeah, what we were saying earlier about
what I do first thing in the morning is hydrate, and then first drink water, give my husband a cuddle if he's there, but also at the same time practice gratitude before I get out of bed. So I'll always at least list 5 to 10 things that I'm thankful for. Good night's sleep, you know, the warmth, softness of my bed. It could be something as simple as that. And then from there, I can start my day. If not, then it's difficult to be in the right mindset, because I think you need to prepare yourself, right? You need to, it's difficult to just be like, okay, now I'm going to go to work.
And agreed, like, make sure you, like, I can even meditate and send love to other people is my thing. So say a prayer for other people. Like, I know that I can share pictures of Cece with you and we can laugh, say, oh, she's the cutest, she's a grandma, she's a bachan, and we laugh about it. Or you can share your life and vice versa, because we have so much in common. Like, you guys are all writing about gratitude and love and how great this is, but Liv and I actually really mean it. Like, say you're just like the fact that you and Henry have this earthquake and a tsunami made me so happy. I was in New York, couldn't do anything. My family wouldn't let me. So I did a huge fundraiser with the Top Chef people, and we raised like thousands of dollars in 1 week. 7 girls did an event and said, fuck it, we're just going to build Japan and children. So I UNICEF for the children of Japan. And it was like, I just thought about what you guys went through when you met, how you were there for each other, and we all have to be here for each other too. And we're here for you guys.
I will save the tsunami story for another day because it's quite personal. But I can say that out of everything, the biggest takeaway is that we're all survivors in some way, shape, or form. And no matter what you've gone through to get here to where you are, whether that be you've gone through depression, you've gone through, adversity, you've gone through racism, you've gone through difficulties at school, you've gone through, everybody has their story and everybody has their journey. And we are all our own survivors. And I just want to high five, amen, to anyone who's out there who also feels, who's also gone through their own difficulties and come out on the other end. It's really important to recognize that in yourself and to be able to recognize that, these things are going to come again. And we're unfortunately in the midst of one right now. And to draw in on those strengths that we all have. Like, we all have these innate strengths, and we're sharing them, me and you right now, we're sharing them with each other and the rest of the world. But it's important to know that we have these and to get in touch with ourselves and to make sure that we are drawing on those strengths right now and using it to the best of our ability. Absolutely.
Yeah. And those are good stories of survival. I mean, my friends and I we laugh about Hurricane Sandy all the time because we also went through that together. And
oh my gosh. Well, I can say though that one thing that is
floor
that one it's freezing up. Sorry, it's freezing up. Oh no, not again. Oh no. Okay, it's freezing up sometimes. I'm gonna try to put it in an optimal position. Are you still there? Are you still there? Oh no, why again? Okay.